The Stage 7 time trial was always set to be a battle of the Fantastic Four, and it turned out to be just that. Let's take a look and go through them one by one and analyse how their TT went down. Jonas Vingegaard, two-time defending champion of the Tour. When I looked at his ride, his style throughout, the way he paced himself, the way he took the corners, everything about his time trial, it looked like the Jonas Vingegaard that we've always seen. The only thing that obviously seemed to be lacking was a little bit of that engine that we've seen in the last two tours. So Vingegaard, I think he's done a very good time trial. He gave up some time to both Pogacar and Remco Evenepoel, but I think he'd be satisfied today and with his deficit and looking to just grow his form throughout this Tour de France. On to Primoz Roglic, the man from Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe. He has that a little bit more rocking, rolling style, but even he, with all his experience, still needed a reminder from the team to get aero, maintain that aero position. They were saying, Primoz, get your head down, try and touch that visor down to your hands, close the gap between hands and head to stop that airflow getting in between and slowing you down. So Roglic, it was a good, solid ride, not his absolute best, but at the end of the day, he was quite satisfied knowing he was up against two superpowers in Pogacar and Remco Evenepoel. He expected to give up a little bit of time, and it was only a little bit. He is still well in this fight. On to Tadej Pogacar in the yellow jersey. They say it gives you wings. He was expected to be the one to really be able to take it to Remco Evenepoel. He did, but he had a bit of a deficit when he hit the bottom of the climb. On that climb, then the deficit, which was around 20 seconds or a little bit more, was narrowed to around 16 seconds by the top of the climb. The question is, maybe concern, is did Tadej Pogacar just overpace himself a little bit on the climb? Too deep into the red zone, and that sort of momentum that he seemed to be carrying on the climb and hauling in Remco Evenepoel, that stagnated. He was no longer making the gains in that last part of the climb on Evenepoel. He was going to rely then on diving down that twisting descent using his descending skills, which are honestly a little bit better than those of Remco Evenepoel, see if he could wind him back in on the run to the finish. Now, being quite close, 16 seconds or so with 3 kilometres to go was between Evenepoel and Tadej Pogacar. And then this, what was it? Remco Evenepoel wasn't sure. In the end, we heard in his interview, he said, I thought I heard like a puncture noise. I thought it was mine. He bounced the back wheel to check it. We thought it could have been a jammed chain. In the end, it was a quick check, probably cost him 4, 5, maybe even 6 seconds in that action of sitting up, putting his hand out to the team to let them know it was a problem. He pretty quickly got back on with things, refound his rhythm. The team were then back in his ear on race radio saying, this is your section, get aero, you can make the difference again. And he was able, through the last couple of kilometres at high speed, to just hold Tadej Pogacar off. And Remco Evenepoel, in his first Tour de France, has got his first stage win. He's even stronger in that white jersey, and he's come another 12 seconds closer to Tadej Pogacar on GC. Now, the differences are small. Our top 4 on paper coming into this race are still our top 4 on GC. They're all in this to win this.